I'm having way too much fun with my Evan Osnos is a jerk videos. Evan Osnos, as some of you guys may remember, he's the reporter and writer for New Yorker magazine. He did a story not too long ago about Donald Trump and how Donald Trump is nothing, his supporters are nothing but a bunch of Nazis, and he knows that for sure. That he shoehorned me into this big article, and the gist of it was Colin Flaherty has made all these videos and stories about the knockout game, but he made it up because no one on the planet has ever actually seen a black person beat the hell out of a white person just for the hell of it. And along the way, in saying that, he set a record for individual errors in 3 paragraphs. He had like literally 10 things wrong about me in 3 paragraphs. That takes a lot of work. Anyway, so we're going to continue the Evan Osnos is a jerk saga down in Houston. Asian guy in Kroger. Why does so much black on white, black on Asian, black mob violence happen at a Kroger? I don't know, but it does. And if you guys remember less than a couple years ago, a bunch of black people rampaging through a Kroger parking lot near Halloween. They picked up a unripened pumpkin and threw it at the head of a clerk, knocking him out, all to great laughter. Anyways, this Asian guy's in Kroger, minding his own business, getting some milk for his kids. Black guy comes up, hits him in the face, knocks him out, losing a few teeth.
Up in tonight's news, there's risk with anything in life, but most people think they're safe going to the grocery store.
Yeah, such a simple thing to do, so many of us do it. That, though, not the case for this father, attacked and then knocked to the ground by a complete stranger. Now, when all of this was going on, he was trying to buy milk for his children.
Eyewitness News reporter Elisa Rivas speaking exclusively with that father and now joins us live in the Heights with much more on this story, all new at 6. Elisa?
Art, when I spoke with this victim, he was just thankful his children were not with him when this happened. He was pushing a cart through the front door of this Kroger, leaving the store when he was suddenly attacked.
A swollen lip and 2 front teeth wired in place.
The guy come from nowhere and bam, just one punch.
It was midday yesterday, and longtime Heights resident Dan Lee says he was pushing a cart out Kroger's front doors just as his attacker approached.
He mumbling something, obviously, because I'm not paying attention. And bam, next thing I know, I completely lost conscious. And I hold my mouth, bleed coming out.
The attacker took off as customers and staff rushed to help him.
2 front tooth completely fall off. But lucky the medic found him.
What Lee could not find was a reason. He says he was not robbed and didn't recognize the man.
And so I think it could be the knockout punch game that they've been playing on the internet right now.
We've reported on other cases nationwide of the knockout game. People randomly beaten for the sake of sport. HPD says it doesn't have enough information to know if that's the case.
It's crazy how it's gotten to the point where you have to constantly be looking around.
It's just sad to see people being mean to people for no reason. It's just there's too much cruelty in the world these days.
Lee says he'll return to this Kroger, but wanted to share his story.
I hope I can share this story so everybody be aware, pay attention to your surrounding. I will definitely do that from now on.
Kroger says that this person was acting like a customer, behaving as a customer, not loitering around here. We did ask about possible surveillance video of this crime or of the suspect. Kroger says it is in the review process.
Okay, so that was what it was. That to me is not even close to being the most interesting part of the story. The ABC affiliate in Houston had my hopes up when they said, we here at ABC, we at this Houston station, we have reported on many examples, nationwide trend of strangers just hitting other people and a random attack. And did you notice the one random attack they used was not random? Okay, so the one random attack they used was not random. The random attack was that idiot white dude who decided he was going to find a black person just to play the knockout game with, just so he could prove that the media would not ignore a white on black attack the way they ignore black on white attacks. So that guy's an idiot, and I hope he stays in prison for the rest of his stupid ass life for hurting that old black dude. But this TV station just proved his point. The one 99.99% of these attacks are black on white, black on Asian, black on young, black on old. And the definition of a knockout game, remember, is somebody beating up somebody else just for the hell of it. There is no international society of knockout game specialists where they have rules like you're playing a game of cribbage. And so they said it was, the very first, so the only one they used was the white guy attacking a black guy. Are you insane? How much work do you have to go through to find the one black guy who's been a victim of a knockout game attack while ignoring the thousands of others, white people, Asian people, etc., 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 who have been the victim of black violence, people getting the hell beat out of them just for the hell of it? I want you to contemplate that question as we see more and more of this. By the way, my queue of black violence, black and white crime, black criminality, wildly out of proportion. It's never been longer. So we're going to have a whole heck of a lot more opportunities here in the near future to make the black kids angry.